You guys always ask me, why do you straighten your hair when it's already straight? My answer is, this looks better than that. I know it's bad for my hair, so don't come for me. Get ready with me. I'm getting ready because I have a little date today. I'm going for a natural makeup look, but not really. This is a look where I feel like most guys would say, yeah, she's not wearing a lot of makeup, right? But she's actually wearing a full face. Nope, I hate to break it to you, buddy. After snatching my face, of course, I have to go in with a Milk Makeup Jelly Tin. I use this every day. It just looks so good, and it's also really fun to play with, not gonna lie. I don't want this makeup moving, okay? So I gotta make sure everything's locked in with powder. After putting my favorite bronzy shades in my crease, I actually found this brown eyeliner. My skills are a little bit rusty, but it ended up looking good. This is the only brow product that will keep my brows in place. And this is the finished look. I actually love it, but let me know what you think.
Whatever you do, don't do these things. These are things that I think are pick me. First are compliments that sound kind of backhanded. Like if somebody says, oh, I wish I was as confident as you. Or like, I love how you're not afraid to speak your mind. Yes, they're technically complimenting you, but there's like a little undercurrent of like insinuating you're almost doing like something wrong. I don't know, anytime somebody says, wow, you're really confident, my guard is like immediately up. This one's kind of obvious, but I think it's kind of pick me if you do anything that like points out how small or short you are. It's okay to be short. I love my short girls. But if you're pointing it out every 2 minutes, what's the point? It just comes off as kind of pick me. I'm 5'9", so sometimes girls will be like, wow, you're so big and tall. I'm just so small and short. Like, I wish I was as big as you. I'm sorry, that just comes off as so pick me. You're calling yourself so small and acting like I'm some gargantuan giant. I think it's super, super pick me. If you're hanging out with a group of people and they only laugh when the guys make jokes, half the time the guys aren't even funny. So like, I know that you're kind of like playing it up, you know? If you make it a point to tell people you grew up with all brothers, so you're basically just one of the boys, oh my god, that is so pick me. By the way, this goes for men too. Like, if you're a guy that says, I grew up with all sisters, so I just really understand women, then I'm sorry, you're kind of a pick-me boy. I actually think it's worse when men make it a point to like say they grew up with all sisters, because it just really feels like they're pandering. Or when they say they grew up with all sisters so they respect women more, you're not the feminist icon you think you are. I think it's pretty pick-me if you have to make it a big point that you're not very hungry and you've hardly ate anything all day. It's okay to like lose your appetite. But if I'm sitting here eating a burger and you go, oh my god, I'm like so not hungry, like I wish I could eat that, but like I have no appetite, like I could hardly finish a salad. You already know what I'm gonna say. Pick me. If anyone ever tells me that they haven't ate anything all day and they're still not hungry, that's when you hit them with the should we call Bella Hadid. Because like, what are you trying to achieve with that? Why are you telling me that you're not hungry when I'm sitting here eating lunch? Okay, last one. I actually think it's pretty pick me if you brag about how you don't go out. Somebody's talking about going to the club and you say, wow, couldn't be me. I'm in bed by 9 p.m. with a bag of hot Cheetos. I get it. I'm that girl. I prefer a chill night in, but like, I don't think it makes me better than other people. So if somebody's talking about their clubbing, I'm not gonna like make them feel worse about themselves because they do it. Basically, you just have different interests and that's okay, but don't act like your interests are better. Some people like to go out on a Friday night. Some people like to stay home. At the end of the day, it's not a competition. So let people have their fun. Okay, that's all guys. Bye.
Get ready with me in English. Honestly, the main reason why I've never done a video in English, it's because I used to go to a boarding school in England and I was basically just scared that they were gonna judge me. But honestly, I don't care anymore. I think the worst thing for me about studying in England for 5 years is that when I came back, I basically lost contact with everyone. Also, I know my accent sounds weird. Like, I just feel like it's pretty mixed from so much traveling. I have 2 sisters and a brother. And yeah, I do still live with my parents. And this is because every penny I'm making, I'm right now investing into my own brand. And my car. The product I'm working on right now the most, it's a hair oil, and here are the 2 samples that I'm right now trying out. It's kind of hard doing it from scratch. I know everyone's tired of me doing the trend, but it's fine because I love it. You guys let me know if you want more videos in English, or if I should just stay quiet and speak in Spanish.
Get ready with me, but I'm going to talk about my rules for when I have children. First of all, I am not speaking from experience. I am 16, I have 0 kids, and I don't plan on having any anytime soon. So take this with a grain of salt because obviously I don't have any experience with kids. So when I do have kids, half of this will probably change because how am I going to know? First of all, my kids are going to have good grades. I'm being a hypocrite because my grades are not perfect. I have like all B's and a couple of A's. I don't expect my kid to have all A's, be perfect all the time. But I expect that at least by the end of the semester, when you get your report cards, that you shouldn't have any C's. I can't say this enough, but my kids will not be getting an allowance. If you want money and you're old enough, first of all, when you are old enough to get a job, you are getting a job. And if you want money, then you are cleaning. If my kid really wants something and we're going shopping, of course, I'm going to get it for them, but I'm still going to say no. If they want shit that they shouldn't have for their age, first of all, and that I can't really afford and it's not in my budget, then I'm not going to just say yes, 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 yes. You can't get everything you want. And I'm saying this as a child that was extremely spoiled. This one might be unpopular, but I don't give a fuck. If my child wants to date, it can date whoever it wants. I don't care. Unless, like, I know that the kid that they're dating is, like, a really bad person. But if they want to date someone, why not just let them live their life and date people? Obviously, no sleepovers, none of that. But if they want to date, they want to go to their partner's house, they want to have fun with their childhood, let them have fun. I want my kids and my kids' friends to feel safe in my household. If my kids' friends are arguing with their parents, they don't have a good home life, they get kicked out, anything like that, they are coming to me. They are living with me. I don't care. Like, obviously, I'm going to alert the parents because, like, kidnapping, you know. But my mom is the mom that if my friends get kicked out, they know they can come here, and I love that. If someone hits my kid, and my kid hits them back, and they get in a fight, at school, outside of school, I don't care. My kid is not getting in trouble for that. She didn't hit first. She didn't start it. I don't care if she was talking shit about the other kid. If someone hits my kid is allowed to hit back. I don't care. Kids are going to be kids. That's what I think a lot of people forget. A kid is going to experience, especially in their teenage years, they're going to experience going to parties, drinking, and obviously I'm not going to allow that. But if they do, I would really much rather it be in my house. It's legal for a kid to drink in their house with a parent. I don't want the is okay with me, just not anywhere but my house. And something my mom does that I actually really like is that when explaining to me a bad situation, she explains it to me from personal experience. Instead of just like fuck around and find out, she's telling me what she personally has gone through. And I think that's really smart. My baby, my prepubescent little tiny child, 2 years old baby, will not be dressing like a fucking hooker. I'm sorry if that came off wrong, but my baby is going to dress like a baby. It's going to be wearing ruffles and rainbows and look adorable. It's not going to be wearing a crop top and a mini skirt. Obviously, like I said at the beginning of the video, I have no experience with kids. I'm not a mother. I'm an older sister, though. That doesn't mean anything. Anyways, my rules could change depending on when I have kids, whatever. I love you so much. Have an amazing day.
Hey guys, get ready with me while I talk about fashion trends I absolutely cannot stand. Starting off strong, the Nirvana sweatshirt. I know this isn't as big as it was, but the only reason I hate this one so much is because I was a part of that trend. And I don't want to be one of those people that's like, name 5 songs, but I'm gonna be like that because you look stupid if you can't. The next trend I hate is the over usage of bows. I swear every store I've walked into, there's a shirt with a big fat bow on it, and it's honestly just really freaking ugly and not cute. Don't get me wrong, I love the bows that people put in their hair, but just putting it on shirts and everywhere, it's just getting annoying. Also, something that goes along with the bows is that why are we putting smiley faces on everything? The whole smiley face trend is so annoying, and I just feel like it's really tacky and ugly. Okay, next is Love Shack fancy dresses. I just don't think it's necessary to pay $500 for a sundress. Now, if it's a prom dress, I honestly understand that. Or even homecoming. But like, a casual sundress, like, no. And honestly, they're not even that cute to be costing that much. Okay, I feel like I'm kind of being a little rude, so just a disclaimer, I'm sorry if I offend anyone. If you like it, keep wearing it. My opinion doesn't matter. I mean, my opinion matters to me, but like, just ignore me if I hurt your feelings. Another thing I absolutely can't stand are clogs. I think that's what it's called. They're like the Birkenstocks that don't show your toes. But they're just absolutely ugly. Okay, this next one I'm so big on, but golden gooses. Why are we paying $500 for dirty shoes? Like, you might as well just go play out in the dirt instead of paying $500. Plus, those shoes remind me of those twinkle toe shoes that light up, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. I feel like not everyone will agree with me on this one, but I absolutely hate flared leggings. And this just might be me because whenever I tried them on, I looked so stupid. And it might be just because I'm short, but like they do not look good on me. I also hate Kiki Kona and butterfly shorts. Okay, I don't think anyone will agree with me on this one, but I do not like that Free People one piece thing. The one with the cutout in the middle. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but I absolutely despise that thing. And the last thing I don't like are those really high-rise Zara jeans. And it honestly might just be because I don't really like high-rise anything. I would definitely say I'm more of a low-rise person, but the Zara jeans are just way too high-rise. Alright, okay, I think I ran out of this. Wait. Hold on. Okay, I definitely didn't run out, but it feels like I did. Anyways, bye guys.
Hi guys, get ready with me while I tell you a bunch of random facts about myself. I've done one of these videos before, but it was kind of a while ago, and I feel like we have a lot of new friends on here, so I thought I would kind of reintroduce myself today. Kind of starting off with the basics, I'm actually 21 years old. A lot of people think I'm like 17 or 18, but I'm actually turning 22 next month. My birthday is April 26th. I'm not really anymore, but I used to be super into astrology, so I'm a Taurus, and then a Libra moon, and a Virgo rising. I was actually born in Seoul, South Korea. I'd like to think that I'm bilingual, but my Korean could definitely be a little bit better. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia my entire life, and then I moved to Auburn, Alabama for college. I'm currently a senior at Auburn University. I'm graduating in May. Wardam. Yeah, I'm like really nervous to graduate. I actually started college out as an animal science pre-vet major, and I ended up absolutely hating it, and I switched to business, and now I'm a marketing major. I actually really don't love this product, but I fake tanned, and this is like one of the only things that will match me right now. Like match my face to my body, not my face skin tone. My biggest fear that really truly haunts me and is super traumatic is really embarrassing, and I don't really like tell people this when I first meet them, but it's ladybugs, and it's spring right now, so I've been really struggling with not thinking about it when I go outside. I know that sounds really stupid, but I had a traumatic incident. I'm a very extroverted person. Like I love being around people all the time, and I kind of have a hard time being alone. My favorite type of food of all time is any Japanese food, sushi, and also everything aside from sushi, like all Japanese food I just love. I also just love food. I struggled in my relationship with food for a really long time in high school and the beginning of college, but I've been feeling so much better about it, and I'm so proud of myself. I kind of have a thing about always having my nails done. I know they're naked right now. I took them off yesterday and I hate it. I just love having my nails done, and I actually started doing my nails myself, and I've been saving so much money, and I think it's so fun. Something that goes along with that is I've always been a very creative minded person. Like I love painting, drawing, graphic design, editing videos, like anything creative, and I'm really bad at math. Growing up Asian, I always thought there was something wrong with me, like, or I wasn't as smart as the other kids because I couldn't do math. But now that I'm in college, I've been learning a lot that everyone's smart in their own different ways, and that is so okay. And it's like such a beautiful thing actually that everyone has their own different things that they love and that they're good at. Before I started really openly posting on social media, I used to care a little bit too much about what people thought about me. I feel like this has really taught me to learn that not everyone's opinion matters. I think one of the most important things about maturing is learning to be confident in yourself without outside perspective or validation. Struggled with learning that a lot, especially in high school, but I promise you, like, what Jenny in your math class thinks about you does not matter. Okay, I kind of got carried away. Why did I mix up the trends of sharing random facts about myself and sharing things that I'm vulnerable about on the internet? I have 2 pets. I have a cat with me here at college that I adopted sophomore year of college, and then I have my family dog that I got when I was in 4th grade. The dog that I have at home is a wiener dog. She's a little dachshund. My cat is from the dumpster. Another student here found him in the dumpster and then took him to the Humane Society, and then I adopted him. I've always wanted to post on social media kind of seriously. I had a YouTube channel in the 4th grade and then a little bit in high school, and then I just quit because I was always afraid of what others would think of me. I'm personally not like the best at being optimistic, but I love being around like uplifting, happy people. I've always hated sports. My parents tried to put me in a lot of different sports when I was younger. The only one that I really liked was gymnastics. Any sport that involves a ball flying towards my face, like I will literally run away from it. I don't care. I have one sibling. He's a freshman in college at the University of Georgia. There's a little bit of rivalry going on. And my stepbrothers go to Georgia Tech, so it's like house divided into three teams. My 2 favorite shows of all time are Gilmore Girls and The Vampire Diaries. I will rewatch them over and over and over again. Oh, and New Girl. I could probably yap for hours. If I could make this video like 3 hours long, I probably could. I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day.
The thing I hated most about movies growing up is that the way that mean girls are portrayed is almost never accurate. These are the type of mean girls you find in real life. First is the chill girl. The chill girl is just so chill and relaxed. If you're in a social situation, she'll be sure to point out how loud you're being, and you just need to chill out. She might consider herself a nerd or a tomboy, so she might make fun of you for enjoying makeup because she could never be into that sort of thing. The chill girl thinks because she's not into traditionally girly things, she can't be a mean girl. But the only qualification for being a mean girl is that you're mean. And newsflash, making a girl feel weird or superficial for liking the things that they like, that makes you a bit of a mean girl. Next is the nice girl. Nice girl is sugary sweet on the surface, but she says things that make you feel a little bit excluded or out of the ordinary. She'll come up to you and be super nice. Oh my god, babe, how are you doing? Are you coming tonight? Oh my god, wait, you weren't invited? I had no idea. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have talked about it in front of you if I didn't know you were going. Ugh, we're gonna miss you so much though. Is she being nice because she's nice? Or is she acting nice because it makes her feel better? You'll notice in these interactions, you always leave feeling bad about yourself because they're being nice on the surface, but they're saying things that make you feel left out or excluded. Kind of similar, the next mean girl is the friend to all. The friend to all is super nice to everyone they meet. You'll meet this girl and she'll make you feel so special, but as soon as you turn your back, she's talking about you. You won't even know she's talking bad about you at first. You'll probably find out because you notice that she talks bad about everyone else around you. Like if you're in a conversation with her, if another girl comes up, she'll be super nice to that girl. And as soon as she turns her back, she'll turn to you and be like, oh my god, did you see what she was wearing? Like, what does she think she's doing? And you might think she's gossiping with you because she's really close with you and like she's a friend to you. But really, she just does that to everyone. She acts super nice and like she wants to be your best friend, but really, she's just fake. The next mean girl is the social climber. This girl will only be nice to you if she needs something from you. If you're in a group setting and she doesn't see any value from you, she will ignore you the whole time, never ask you a single question about yourself. She'll be on her phone, she'll roll her eyes, she'll basically act like she wants to be anywhere but with you. But as soon as you have something that they want, they are going to act like your bestest friend in the entire world. Honestly, it might work on you because before they were ignoring you. Now when they're giving you that positive attention, it does feel really good. But just know, as soon as you're not serving them anymore, they're going to drop you. The last mean girl to look out for is your fake friend. Now this mean girl is probably the hardest to spot because you don't think she's a mean girl since she's your friend. Probably the most obvious sign that your fake friend is a mean girl is that she's fueled by jealousy. They usually have a glass half empty attitude about anything in your life. Like you got a new boyfriend, maybe you're his rebound. Or wow, you got 90 on a test, but what was that 10% you got wrong? When something goes bad in your life, they're definitely gonna be there for you, but it kind of feels like it's because they want to relish in your failures. You best believe when things start to turn around for you and your life is looking kind of great, they're gonna put doubts in your mind and remind you of all the times things didn't go well for you. Hey, who needs enemies when you have a friend like that? I find most of the time, mean girls will not be mean to your face. And that's why it's so hard to spot them. But my biggest piece of advice is to trust your gut. If something somebody said is making you feel not great, there's probably a reason for that. Remember, it's better to have one real friend than 100 fake friends. Bye guys!
Get ready with me while I say my unpopular opinions. Keyword, opinions. They are just my opinions. You don't have to agree. You honestly probably won't agree, that's why they're unpopular. This first one took me a while to even figure out. 90% of the world looks better with their natural hair color. And this is coming from someone that used to get a balayage for 4 years, so I was blonde. College degrees aren't necessary for everyone. Coming from someone who's becoming a professional dancer. Just because someone's older than you doesn't mean that they automatically have your respect. Obviously be nice to everyone, that's not what I'm saying though. I hate sandwiches, and I've probably eaten one sandwich in my entire life. I like my burgers and my steak cooked medium to medium well. I don't mess with the pink. I can appreciate the beauty in a modern house, but that is like kind of the opposite of what I want in a house when I grow up. I actually really like the Kardashians, and I find them funny. And same with like Taylor Swift, like love her music, and I feel like those are so controversial nowadays. For what? This one is like very controversial, and I don't mean any negative things or any harm by it. I think that we need to remake every single Disney princess movie, and I don't think that everyone needs to go so far off the original character plotline. Honestly, cannot think of any more. Comment down below all of your guys' unpopular opinions. Just to reiterate, these are all my opinions. You don't have to agree with them.
I feel like this is going to sound mean, but being friends with an insecure girl can be one of the worst experiences. Specifically, insecure girls who really crave male attention. The issue is they will always be in a competition with you. It doesn't matter like how pretty they are, how much they have, they will always want to tear you down and take from you. I dealt with this one girl who I thought was a really close friend. We were friends for like 4 years, I think. And at first it wasn't very noticeable because I literally looked up to her. I was like, wow, she's so pretty and she has everything. Everybody likes her, she's smart. And it wasn't until years later, after I finally cut her off, that I realized how toxic she was. So we usually hung out in a group of 3, and the first red flag was whenever the other girl had a crush and she expressed it, this girl would immediately start pursuing that guy, even though she had no connection to him prior. The other friend only ever had crushes on guys that she was already friends with, but this other girl had no connection to him until her friend was interested in him, and then all of a sudden she's messaging him. She actually ended up dating 3 of those guys that my friend had a crush on. The other friend just was like, okay, whatever. I think the other friend valued the friendship more than a guy, so she wasn't like willing to let a guy get in between their relationship. Anyway, I never really expressed interest in dating to her because, I mean, look at the way she acts. I also wasn't really interested in dating at the time, like it was just not a priority for me. One day she asked me about this and I said I haven't really felt the need to date. And after that she went around speculating about my sexuality. I remember there was this one guy who she thought was really cute, and one day he told her he thought I was cute. I was not interested in this guy at all. This actually really upset her, and she came to me and said like, I think it's so funny that he thinks you're cute. That made me feel really bad about myself because I was like, oh, she thinks I'm ugly. She thinks that it's funny that somebody would find me cute. And that's where you can really see our perceptions were different, because while she valued so much how men perceived her, I really valued her opinion. So her telling me that affected me more than him saying that I was cute. She would always be trying to compete with me. This goes for everything, like even career path, like classes I was taking. Like no matter what, she was always in a competition with me. And it was so exhausting. It's like she was always trying to prove to herself that she was better than me, prettier than me. Looking back, I do wonder why I stayed friends with her for so long. There's really only so much you can take from a friendship. And she's one of those dangerous types of friends who tears apart your confidence. And that's why I've sworn off being friends with insecure girls who care too much about what men think of.
I realized I haven't told you guys a story time in a while, and I've been having a good one quiet for a minute now. Let's see how good my storytelling skills got, because bitch, I stutter a lot. So once upon a time, no, I'm just kidding. This literally started back in January. I was still new to this gym that I go to now. It was like late January when this guy came up to me while I was working out, right? He asked for my number, but I didn't give it to him because I don't give out my number just like that, I guess. Like, I didn't know who this guy was. I probably had seen him around the gym before, but I didn't really notice him like that, you know? I was like, wait, he's not like bad looking though. So I give him my Instagram. I was like, I'll give you my Instagram though. He texts me and we're just like texting, right? And then we texted for like 2 weeks and then he like ghosted me. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I remember I had made a YouTube video. He came out in the background, so to be funny, I put my gym crush in the background or something like that, you know? He had sent it to me and everything. It was kind of like funny. Anyways, he texts me again like 2 weeks later or a month later after he ghosted me, and then he just starts talking to me again and da-da-da-da-da. In this whole time of him and me talking, like he had never like asked me to hang out. He didn't really make it clear what the fuck like he was trying to do here. He was just talking to me like normally, you know? So I was like, what's this? Came to a point where I didn't really think it was gonna go nowhere. I was like, he's just like messing around, you know? So I go on TikTok and me and my friend like make a pros and cons list, because I'm debating like, should I stop talking to him because this doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, you know? So me and my friend are at school and we make a pros and cons list, and then I was like, should I record this for TikTok? And so we make a whole TikTok video about this pros and cons list. If you know, you know. But I took it down when it got like 10K views, because I was like, wait, I'm not gonna risk him seeing this. Like, I don't want him to see it, you know what I'm saying? Turns out he did end up finding out about it, and he told me that his sister told him about this video. I was like, oh, like embarrassing. Your sister saw it. It's funny because I was like, how did your sister even like know about me? He was like, I tell my sister everything. Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, it's crazy. He had also told me that the person who told him, he told me it was his sister that told him about this video, that they made it seem like I was kind of like talking shit, or I don't know, in a way, I don't know, saying weird stuff in the pros and cons list video, which I wasn't. It was just normal like red and green flags. Like, what the fuck? Wait, because I'm actually like mind blown right now, because now that makes sense. Like, his sister wasn't even actually the one who told him about this video. He was upset about this like pros and cons list video, and I was like, I get it. Like, you know, someone making a red and green flag video about you and then posting it, like kind of weird, you know? I was like, oh, it's just the fact that like you haven't made yourself clear with your intentions. You've been talking to me all this time and like you just don't make yourself clear, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, I was trying to take things slow. We talked about this whole pros and cons list video. After, he was like, we should just be friends. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Like, now you're making yourself clear, you know? I thought we were gonna go our separate ways, be friends from a distance, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I was cool with being friends or not. Like, I was cool with being friends. So we leave it at, we're gonna stay friends. But he said, he put the label best friends on it. So, you know, I would just always joke around, be like, oh, bestie, da 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 da. Bitch, now thinking about it, like, I really should have fucking known. But anyways, we were like besties or whatever, but we would literally talk outside the gym for like, bitch, it was like up to 2 hours. Like, we never went as far as like anything else, but we were just hugging stuff. It wasn't giving like besties, you know. It wasn't giving besties. It was giving something else. It was giving like, you're not just trying to be besties. I was thinking I wasn't gonna be confused no more after this pros and cons list video, but no, I was still confused. I was like, what is this man's game? Like, what is he playing here? Like, what the fuck is this? But he was cute. Like, he was cute, because now with his actions, he's not that cute no more. I was like, he's cute, like, let me just see like what the fuck his game is, you know, because obviously like he's playing something here, you know what I'm saying? So fast forward, bitch, if you didn't know, I didn't speak to my sister, right? Like me and my sister, we had like a year that I didn't talk to her. So anyways, this is where the most like, what a coincidence, to be honest. We were just besties, but we were out here outside the gym talking for hours and hugging. My sister like moves in back with us, and we start talking again, right? And so one day, like, I'm over here just playing around with my sister and my family, and I was like, yeah, like, I have a gym boyfriend, like, you know, and I didn't even say nobody, like, who. She was like, oh my god, I heard some chisme about some TikTok that you made about a guy at the gym. I was like, what chisme did you hear about a guy at the gym? Like, tell me, like, what is it? Like, what is it? I guess she didn't really, like, remember the story straight, but basically, she had a friend at her job that he knew the ex of the guy that I made those videos about. I was like, okay, keep going. Yeah, like, he told me that they still talk. I was like, wait, what? Like, this is the first I'm hearing of this. Like, what do you mean he's still talking to his ex? He had told me that his ex keyed his car and that he left her because she was like, he felt like trapped and that he couldn't do shit. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, are they still talking? This and that. She was like, I don't know. I don't even know if the story is like the way that he told me. She was like, let me ask him real quick. So she literally calls him. Her friend was also, he was like, are you talking to your sister again? Like, why are you asking me this? So my sister's like, no, like, I just want to know what happened, and are they still talking? Like, are him and his ex still talking? Because it looks like my sister and him are still talking, da 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 da. And this man ends up telling the girl, the ex, that like, my sister's like asking about them basically. And guess what happened? So I basically kind of started lagging on the guy, because it kind of like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're talking to your ex the whole time? Like, that's weird, you know? So I kind of like start lagging on him. I'm not really answering him, and I was like, I need to tell you something in person. So it turns out that we're like not even seeing each other in person. So I was like, whatever, like, I'm gonna just tell you through the phone. Oh shit. This man, he's like, I already know what you're gonna tell me, da 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 da. I'm like, how the fuck did he find out? Like, already? And he did know because the ex went and told him. Well, he was telling me that she was like telling him like other stuff and making me seem weird, like making me seem like I'm like weird and just trying to be all in their business. I was like, wait a fucking minute, because I'm not trying to be in your business. There's someone who comes and tells me something about you that you're still talking to your ex. I just want to know if it's true or not so I can leave you alone. And he's making it sound like she's making me sound weird as hell. And he was like, but I don't want to start problems. I don't want to tell you what she said. I was like, no, tell me what she said, because I don't even know this girl. I don't know her name. I don't know who she is. I just found out that she was still in your life. Like, we are gonna have a problem if she's spreading false information about me, because I haven't even done shit. I was the one who got told chisme about you guys. I just want to know if it's true or not so I can like leave you alone, because I get it, girl. I get it. I've been there, done that. It's hard to let go of your ex. Like, careless and just hangs up the phone. He's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. This is weird. Hangs up the phone, and we just like, I'm not really texting him or nothing, and I'm just like, this is weird. Like, why is she talking about me? Like, I don't like this. Like, I don't even know this girl. Like, why is she talking about me? So I'm like, Kim, like, find out who this girl is for me. That's my sister's name, Kim. Just ask your friend, because why is she fucking talking shit about me over a man that I didn't even know? Like, so days later, my sister like calls me while she's at work, and she's like, hey, like, my friend told me that this girl wants your number. Like, should I give it to her? I was like, yeah, because I want to know why she's making me seem weird when like I don't even know you, girl. Like, we don't even, like, you know. I think I'm gonna make a part 2 because low-key kind of gets better.